We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the New York Mets and the Houston Astros. Hello again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian getting set to bring you this one on MLB Network. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. The staffs for these two teams sure to be a focal point as this series moves along.
You know, I always think pitching and defense are the keys to success in the long run. So as the season gets started, it's going to be really important for this pitching staff to set a good tone. If they can get off on a good foot, it will do a lot for the confidence of the entire ball club.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. Justin Verlander is on the mound for Houston in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, we're taking a look at one of the top pitchers in the game. This guy has over 200 career victories, and he'd like to add another one to this list. This guy's been a really good pitcher for a long time, and right now he's showing no signs of slowing down. It'll be interesting to watch him work in this one here.
Stepping into the box, Pete Alonso. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Curveball looked at here for strike one. And fellows, these Astros entering play here tonight. They come in a real funk to start the year. Still searching for what's been an elusive first win.
Yeah, Matty, for me today, the key to winning this ball game begins and ends on the mound. And it has to be early on the attack, getting 0-1. You can't allow these guys to get into count leverage and to hunt your fastball. There has to be execution, down and away, up and in to keep these guys honest, and it has to start from pitch one.
And there's ball two now. Ground ball foul down the left side. And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game. So the base is empty here with one away, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil. First delivery to him on the way.
Oh, that's too high.
Verlander is what you may call a stingy starting pitcher. He rarely gets hit around, and on top of that, he usually excels at limiting free passes. A great combination to have.
Matty V, I think one of the keys to being a good starting pitcher, one, limiting the number of pitches that you throw into a game, and two, getting outs as quickly as you can. And there aren't too many guys that do it better than this guy. Not a lot of pitches. One of the things I like, he's in attack mode from the first pitch of every at bat.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. And he holds off there as the count goes even to the Mets left fielder. It's 2-2. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Road, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Jeff McNeil goes down for out number 2 in the top half. To the plate now, Michael Conforto. And this will be fouled away. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first two guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Ball one as he lays off below the zone. Bases are empty here with two men out. Conforto behind, a ball and 2 strikes.
That's a well-placed fastball right there. just off the outside. If you can get guys to expand the strike zone and go after that pitch, you're going to have a lot of success. No luck that time, though.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. No offer on that one, and Verlander's run at full now, 3-2.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
And it's fouled away.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
Now it's driven the other way with some authority, headed toward the foul pole. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the left field wall. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
That's a pitch he'll look back on and relive tonight when he's lying in bed. A pitch away from posting a 0 in the first, and he makes a big mistake, and he pays the price. So now he's got to work on leaving him out there at second base.
Man at second here with 2 away, and set to stand in the fine second baseman Robinson Cano. From the stretch.
Have to find a way to get that guy home from second now. Never know how important these early runs can be.
Conforto at second with 2 down. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
Hey, I know we're only in the top of the first, but back-breaking blows are those 2 out runners in scoring position knocks, and they have a chance to capitalize right here.
Boy, Dero, you touched on it right there. I think as a pitcher, you try to get through that first inning and not have to show all of your pitches and empty out the bucket. That 2-out double right now, he's going to have to buckle down to try to keep this game scoreless.
The set and the 1-2 got him looking, and that ends the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Jacob deGrom gets the starting nod for the Mets. What do we need to know here, Danny?
This will be interesting. This guy won the NL Cy Young Award last year. He's a solid pitcher, Matt. And one of the things he does, he throws the ball into the strike zone, and he's not afraid of contact. Solid pitcher.
Into the box now, Alex Bregman. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The third baseman.
And now a pitch on the way. Ball low as he's able to lay off the slider. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they come in a real funk to start the year. Still searching for what's been an elusive first win.
Yeah, Matty, for me today, the key to winning this ball game begins and ends on the mound. And it has to be early on the attack, getting 0-1. You can't allow these guys to get into count leverage and to hunt your fastball. There has to be execution, down and away, up and in to keep these guys honest, and it has to start from pitch 1. Sometimes you just got to trust your hands. That pitch probably wasn't even in the zone, and he was able to fight it off for a base hit.
Now batting, Jose Altuve, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. From the belt, the pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0. And he fouls this one off. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Ranging back is Nimmo, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. Bregman rounds the corner and is headed home. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
Well, there's one way to get our first run of the game across. Good hustle there on an RBI triple, and they're in good shape to possibly make it 2-0 with another base hit here.
At the plate now, Yordan Alvarez, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. A runner in scoring position with none out. Chuno now.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
Three and 0 now.
This is just the first inning, but this next pitch is a big one. You don't want to find yourself with 2 on, nobody out, and the 3, 4, 5 guys coming up.
He's set. Here's the 3-0.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
Runner at third here, nobody out. Full count now, 3-2.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
And he's able to lay off there for ball 4. And that'll put runners at the corners now with still nobody out.
I'll tell you, he's looked unsteady out there since the first pitch he threw. A couple of hits and a free pass, so he's really searching for an answer to get back on track. We'll see if he can settle down here.
So digging in now, George Springer. And Houston looking for more here in just the opening frame of the game. Ripped down the line. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Pretty good spot to be in as a pitcher right now. You can go for the punch out or try to induce the ground ball to get a double play.
Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. Runners at the corners here, nobody out. Down the left field line and deep, and that will end up a foul ball. On a rope to the second baseman.
Batting fifth, the shortstop, Carlos.
Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one.
First pitch of the way. Carlos Correa comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
This is exactly when you drew up from an offense to bury him early in this one.
The 0-1 delivery.
Oh, that's good.
Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Swing and a miss as he ran that in on him. A ball and 2 strikes.
Big pitch coming up right here. He'd love for a ground ball or a strikeout.
1-2. Misses, ball 2.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
The 2-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The 2-2. Hit on the ground to third. Davis brings it in. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Stepping in, Wilson Ramos. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Wilson Ramos.
First pitch of the at-bat. Fouled off. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. To short, hit hard. He's got it. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting fifth, the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
Digging in, Ahmed Rosario. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now here it comes.
No, that's low.
Looking at his lifetime numbers, Rosario is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0. Here's the pitch. And this is nowhere close, and it's a 4-pitch walk.
The hitter was dug in looking for something to hit, but he would have needed a telephone pole to hit that thing way out of the zone.
So striding in, J.D. Davis. First pitch on its way from Verlander. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Runners on first with one down. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
He's a veteran out on that mound. He understands he has to establish that inside fastball to open up the outer half of the plate.
One and two.
1 ball, 2 strikes, you count.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. No balls and a strike to count. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Pitch is high. The throw is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
Called strike, and he's behind 1 and 2.
Hey, I couldn't tell from up here if the hitter was taking all the way or sitting fastball and just got knee buckled. Either way, that was a really good curveball right there. Move on to the next pitch, but have that in the back of your mind.
Here's the 1-2. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
Popped him up. Gurriel has a play. And that retires the side. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Astros 1 and the Mets nothing. Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Gurriel.
First pitch on its way. Bottom part of the zone, and the slider is in there for a called strike. Fouled away. DeGrom playing here in his age 31 season. This is his first year at the big league level. Ball and 2 strikes. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Now here it comes. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches base to start out their half of the second inning.
Man, I thought this at bat was over. Down 0-2. He's able to work himself back into a hitter's count 2-2. And he's able to find a knockout there.
Here's Jake Marisnick. First offering on its way.
Count 1-0.
A runner at first with no outs here. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. The set and the 1-1 pitch. 1-2 now.
Hey, this guy's got an 89-mile-an-hour changeup. There was a time when 89 was a pretty good fastball.
And it's fouled away. From the belt, kicks and deals.
That count 2-2.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Into the box now, Garrett Stubbs, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. Oh, he looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2.
This is part of what makes him one of the best pitchers in the game. He pounds strikes, and his stuff is really tough to make contact with. And when you fall behind 0-2, good luck.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Again, a 1-2. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there was any intent behind that.
Well, this home crowd didn't like this guy on the mound before, but now they really don't like him. He's gotten the faithful all worked up by hitting one of their best hitters early on in this game, and you can bet he's really going to hear it if he comes around to score.
So first and second with one man gone, and Michael Brantley settles in to hit at the plate. He's set, and the pitch. Now both runners are breaking, pulled toward right center field. Nimmo is there, 2 gone. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up Alex Bregman. Here comes the first pitch. Hit hard to short. Rosario's got it cleanly, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more on our Wednesday night showcase right after this. Here's Jed Lowry now, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one.
Jed Lowry.
First pitch of the at-bat. Good changeup there to start it out from Verlander. It's strike 1. 0-2 the count to Jed Lowry.
Nope.
Down and away. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
He didn't look overly fooled right there, because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Oh, and he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4.
That's an excellent at bat right there. Fell behind early 1-2. Didn't panic or start chasing pitches out of the zone. He's able to lay off 3 pitches in a row, and he's standing on first with no outs. That's a great job.
So here's Pete Alonso. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
The 1-0.
That's ball 2.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
Now the 2-0.
Ball, that's outside.
Yeah. 3-1. Definitely a fastball swing there, but a good time for the changeup. It's full 3-2.
Hey, there was great arm action on that 3-1 changeup right here. He's got this guy thinking. That's the beauty right now. We go to a full count. Do you sit changeup, or do you stay with the heater?
And that's 2 free passes in the 3rd inning alone. So you have to wonder if maybe it's something mechanical or if it's just psychological. Got to get back on track here.
From the stretch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just to give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
First and second here with nobody out. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1. And he misses. 2-1.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Three and one to the Mets left fielder.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or do you just pitch around them?
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And that misses. Ball 4, and he's going to need to settle down in a hurry now because he's in a peck of trouble.
Wow, if that's not a strike, I don't know what is. I know these subs have a tough job. I get it. We'll see if he gets the next borderline call or if there are any makeup calls coming up.
So stepping in, Michael Conforto, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Not his best effort that time. It's strike one.
Pitcher on the mound has to find a way to minimize damage right here. Got to believe he's willing to trade 2 outs for a run.
The 0-1 pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Obviously a huge situation in the game here, but at the plate he's got to keep it simple. He can't try to do too much just because the bases are juiced. At the very least, just find a way to get that tying run home from third.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Michael Conforto becomes the first out of the inning.
Second baseman, Robinson Cano.
So Robinson Cano will grab a bat next. As he'll take a look at ball 1. First time up, he went down looking. The 1-0.
Nope. That's inside.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Bases are loaded with only 1 out. 2-1 the count. From the belt, kicks and deals. A swing and a miss there. 2-2.
Boy, I love the way he's competing out there on the mound right now. He's got a chance to rack back-to-back Ks with 2 runners in scoring position. He's not giving in at all.
Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Bases are loaded here. 1 man out. And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now.
The catcher, number 4.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos.
Ramos.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line drive to center field. Marisnick is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. Mets leave them loaded. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score.
We're back now as the Astros ready to bat in the 3rd inning, and as they do, it's a good time to discuss their offense, which has been a real source of pride for this club. In fact, with the highest team batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging percentage in all of Major League Baseball, it's probably safe to say they have the absolute best offense in the sport these days. As one player told me earlier, yeah, I mean, you don't have to dig too deep into the stats to understand the level we're playing at. We have a special group, we know it, and we still think we can get better. Safe to say no one else around the league hopes they can, guys.
Second baseman.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. First offering on its way. Jose Altuve stands in as he looks at a called strike. Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And this will kick off the base of the wall. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
Into the box, Yordan Alvarez, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He drew a base on balls his first time up. The 1-0.
Nope, upstairs.
They obviously circled him before the game that they were not going to let him beat them. Walked him his first time up, and now they're nibbling again.
The 2-0. A runner at second, nobody out. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. From the belt, kicks and deals, and he fouls this one off. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
The right fielder.
A man at second
4.
with 1 down, and that brings in George Springer. First delivery to him on the way. Laid off the bender there, but it's in for a called strike. The 0-1 pitch. Looked like that one tied him up a bit. A swing and a miss. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Now a check swing, and he went around, says the home plate umpire. No appeal needed, and there are 2 away.
Now after back-to-back strikeouts, he's got a real good chance of making that leadoff double pretty much meaningless. He's made some good pitches, and these hitters have really failed driving him in, or at least getting him over.
Here's Carlos Correa now, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. The 1-0.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
The first baseman, number 10, Ulieski.
So here's Yuli Gurriel, a base hit in his first trip.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Now the 0-2. Low and away with that one. It's 1-2. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Coming in is Nimmo. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. 2 left for the Astros. They lead it 1-0. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Now here's the pitch. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the ball one. And he misses low.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Digging in for his second at-bat, J.D. Davis. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you could get super greedy right down the middle.
Now Verlander will turn and go to first. And a dive, but he's back. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now, 0-2.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
To Gurriel, and they get them both.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
So base is empty now after the double play. And next to bat will be the outfielder, Brandon Nimmo. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Nimmo, a rare Wyoming native. This is his first year at the big league level. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. A bouncer to the left side. Bregman gloves it. On to the first baseman, Gurriel, and that will end the inning. Mets go down quickly. They trail this one 1-0. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I discussed the Astros offense with Houston's manager. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. In now, Jake Marisnick, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Fouled off. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
1-2.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
In now, Garrett Stubbs. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. And maybe a little extra motivation for him here after being hit by a pitch in his first at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. 1 out, nobody on. Fouled away. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Good pitch right there with the bases empty. Why not take a shot? Throw that breaking ball in the dirt and see if he'll chase after it.
The 1-2.
Back-to-back sliders in on the hands. He didn't handle it real well at all on the previous pitch, so why not come right back with it again? Better job of laying off that one, though.
Bases are empty, one man out. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Left fielder is on the move. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And Michael Brantley settles in to hit at the plate. Line down the left field line. But this is foul near the seats. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Wow, this one bounces off the pitcher. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the inning. Nothing doing here this half. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. The Astros lead it 1-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've earned 5 walks in the game, and he said that's not only leading to a lot of run-scoring opportunities, but it's also forcing the pitching on the other side to work a lot harder and throw more pitches than they want to.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Now to the plate, the Mets DH, Jed Lowry. He'll start off the 5th in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Here's Verlander now on 0-2.
Ball 1.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
And Lowry swings and misses, and he's down on strikes for route number 1.
I'll tell you right now, this guy has a shutout going, and it's been all business. He's not messing around trying to pick at corners. He's being aggressive in the zone, and he's attacking each and every one of these hitters up to this point.